particularly on the 405.
So, but I understand when you got it.
Yeah.
You're driving down 280, and you wrecked it.
No, well...
And let me just tell the story, and you can correct it. Because the story's great, and I mean,
yeah, let's see if the story that you tell is actually, how that compares to the reality. And then we hit an embankment, sort of a 45-degree embankment on Sand Hill, which tossed the car into the air like a discus. And it kept rotating with about 3 foot of air clearance, according to witnesses. And then slammed down on the ground, going the original direction. And we blew the suspension out. Now, it didn't actually wreck the car. The core chassis and the engine were okay.
Thank God.
But all the glass and the wheels and everything was shredded, and there was massive body damage in the front and rear. Yeah.
And did you start laughing?
I don't recall laughing. I mean, I could have been laughing in shock, but I don't recall laughing. And then Peter hitched a ride to Mike. I waited while the fire truck and the ambulance arrived. Then finally
Did Peter Thiel literally hitch a ride?
Over to Sequoia and then once the car was taken care of, then I hitched a ride too, and we continued the meeting.
I'm picturing you and Peter Thiel like that scene in Tommy Boy, where like the deer, and you're both like and like.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a parallel?
Really?
I should say so.
Yeah.
Is there a parallel with how you build companies in that story?
I hope not.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Yeah, watch this. That could be awkward with a rocket launch. It's one thing if you've got a 1-ton car versus £1 million of TNT equivalent.
That is a little dicier.
Yeah.
Now, what I think is one of the things I find so interesting about you, the rest of the PayPal guys, they get done with PayPal and Web 2.0 companies at a point in time when everyone said, that's insane. That's insane. The internet will never come back. They were considered the crazy ones. Meanwhile, you moved to LA and start working on Solar City, SpaceX, Tesla's a glint in your eye.
Yeah.
Why didn't you...
I think it's unlikely that I'll do an internet company again because, not that I find the internet boring. I mean, I'm still I think I'm relatively sort of net savvy and interested in the internet and what's going on. I don't ever want to be the grandpa who doesn't do email or something like that, I think, but I think I'm trying to allocate my efforts to that which I think would most affect the future of humanity in a positive way. And I think there's lots of entrepreneurial energy and financing headed towards the internet. Whereas in certain sectors like automotive and solar and space, you don't see new entrants. There's not a lot of capital going to startups, and not a lot of entrepreneurs going into those arenas. And the problem is that in the absence of some new entrants into an industry, you don't have that force for innovation. It's really new entrants that drive innovation more than anything. That's why I have devoted my efforts to those industries. And there are industries that require, as I said, quite a bit of capital to get going. Even with SpaceX, I invest. My proceeds from PayPal after tax were about $180 million. 100 of that went into SpaceX, 70 into Tesla, and 10 into Solar City. And I literally had to borrow money for rent. That was a close call. No, that was not the plan.
So what was the plan? You thought, let's put 10 in each of these, or?
Well, actually, I thought for SpaceX, I thought it would be about. Well, I guess I was probably about double. It ended up being double in most cases. So with SpaceX, I thought it would be close to get to orbit. From PayPal, Peter Thiel and Luke Nosek and Ken Ari and the other guys. So they invested before we got to orbit. So